The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
19, Amari Cooper.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
45. We're going 47. Too low. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
The kickoff for Dallas.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. First down and much more here for Jones as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Cowboys 10.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But
rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Prescott connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
To Blake Jarwin.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 59 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And 8.
They go to Elliott again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The number 21.
Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of his end zone, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
Head to toe. So much ice on me, I wish I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe, designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Touch a matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. You know, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football one.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. Clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Prince Amukamara brought him down. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their 49-yard line.
Here's Pollard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the interception here, Mariota will find his tight end. That's Waller. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is Richard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15 more yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, Richard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Clinton Dix brought him down. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
6-0 our score after 1.
Kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's intercepted. And it's Dix with a pick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. No, I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Prescott looks to throw on first. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Reception here by Rose. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Raiders nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And this is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 6.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. 1st down.
11 on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Prescott on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mariota again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. With a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Prescott's pass
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.